Sign 1. Your walking speed, the rhythm of life. How you walk tells the story of how you live. One of the most accurate yet overlooked predictors of longevity after 70 is your walking speed. Not your cholesterol, not your blood pressure, your pace. Research from the University of Pittsburgh found that seniors who maintained a brisk walking pace lived longer than those who slowed significantly. And it's no wonder. Walking speed is a reflection of cardiovascular strength, muscle resilience, lung capacity, coordination, and even cognitive health. Story. Meet Joe and Frank. Both are 75. Joe still walks every morning, greeting neighbors, stepping confidently over curbs. Frank used to be active, but now he shuffles, pausing to catch his breath. Joe's steady pace isn't just exercise. It's evidence that his heart, lungs, muscles, and even brain are still working together in harmony. The science behind it. A healthy gait requires oxygen flowing smoothly, neurons firing accurately, muscles responding quickly. If any of these systems start to decline, it shows up, not first in blood work, but in your stride. What you can do. Measure yourself. Time, how long it takes you to walk 4 meters, about 13 feet. Faster than 1 meter per second, you're doing well. Daily steps. Aim for short, brisk walks 2 to 3 times a day. In leg strength, gentle squats, calf raises, and balance drills rebuild strength. Life lesson. Every step you take with strength is a step away from frailty. And the beauty is, it's never too late to rebuild. Start small, stay steady, because how you walk today can predict how you thrive tomorrow. Sign 2. Your grip strength, holding on to life itself. The strength in your handshake is the echo of strength throughout your entire body. Grip strength might seem like a small thing, just how firmly you shake someone's hand, or how easily you twist open a jar, but medically, it's a giant window into your overall resilience. Scientific studies. A 2015 meta-analysis published in The Lancet found that lower grip strength was more strongly associated with earlier death than even high blood pressure. Weak grip strength predicts not only frailty, but also heart disease, respiratory disease, and even cancer risks. Your grip is a summary of muscle mass, nerve integrity, and overall vitality. When grip fades, it often means other systems, muscles, bones, nerves, are quietly weakening too. Personal story. Robert versus Walter. Robert and Walter, both 78, lived in the same retirement community. Robert loved gardening and playing tennis. His grip remained firm. He could still carry grocery bags with ease. Walter, by contrast, had trouble opening jars or carrying heavy pots. He laughed it off as just getting old. But within 2 years, Walter had 2 falls and a hip fracture, while Robert stayed active and independent. The difference? Grip strength. It protected Robert's autonomy, resilience, and even his longevity. Dr. Harper's tips to maintain and boost. Grip strength. 1. Squeeze therapy. Squeeze a soft tennis ball or hand gripper for 3 sets of 10 squeezes daily. 2. Strengthen forearms. Light dumbbell wrist curls or farmer's walks with moderate weights. 3. Push-up modifications. Wall or countertop push-ups still strengthen your hands, wrists, and arms. 4. Practice real-life lifting. Carry groceries or bags by hand instead of using a cart when safe. Warning signs to watch. If you notice that carrying bags feels harder than before, difficulty opening jars, twisting doorknobs, or handling utensils, a handshake that feels weaker than it used to, these small signs are not trivial. When your hands weaken, it's often your body's early way of whispering, "Pay attention." Strength isn't just slipping from your fingers, it's slipping from your life. The empowering news? Grip strength is incredibly trainable. A few small exercises, consistently done, can reverse weakness and add years of independence. If you're finding this series insightful, comment "Still strong" below. It means the world to us and it helps the Ageless Living 365 family grow. Sign 3. Your balance ability. Staying upright, staying alive. Balance isn't just about standing still, it's about how gracefully your body responds to life's little surprises. Your ability to balance on one leg, navigate uneven ground, or simply rise from a chair without hesitation says volumes about your future health. Scientific insights. A 2022 study in the British Journal of Sports Medicine found that adults over 70 who could not stand on one leg for 10 seconds had a doubled risk of mortality within the next decade. Balance relies on muscle strength, nerve communication, inner ear function, and brain coordination. When balance fades, it's a red flag that these systems are faltering. A tale of two friends. Carol and Nancy. Carol and Nancy, lifelong friends in their 70s, decided to challenge each other. Let's see who can stand on one foot longer. Carol, who practiced yoga twice a week, managed a steady 30 seconds without wavering. Nancy, less active, struggled after just 3 seconds and had to grab a chair for support. Fast forward 2 years. Carol remained active, traveling and dancing at her granddaughter's wedding. And Nancy suffered a fall that broke her wrist, starting a cascade of health issues. The difference? Early balance ability, a hidden superpower most of us overlook. Medical context. Poor balance is a major predictor of falls, which are the leading cause of injury and loss of independence in seniors. It's also linked to early signs of cognitive decline and neurological diseases. Dr. Harper's tips to improve balance. 1. Simple one-leg test. Practice standing on one foot for 10 to 20 seconds daily. Stand near a counter or sturdy chair for safety. 2. Heel-to-toe walk. Place one foot directly in front of the other in a straight line. Walk 10 steps forward and back. 3. Tai Chi or gentle yoga. These practices dramatically improve balance, coordination, and mental focus. 4. Strengthen core and legs. Exercises like seated marches, chair squats, and side leg lifts help stabilize your center. Warning signs. You shouldn't ignore. Frequent stumbling or catching your foot while walking, grabbing furniture to steady yourself indoors, feeling dizzy when standing up quickly. These subtle changes may seem small, but they're early warnings that demand your attention. Balance is your body's natural armor against aging. Lose it, and life gets smaller. Build it, and your world stays wide open. And remember, balance isn't just for athletes. It's for anyone who wants to keep dancing, traveling, hugging, and living fully, well into their 80s and beyond. IT. If you're finding this journey into the science of longevity helpful, comment #BalanceLife below. Up next, let's unlock another critical longevity secret with Sign 4, your sleeping patterns, because how you rest today shapes how you live tomorrow. Sign 4, your sleeping patterns, the nighttime blueprint for longevity. Your sleep is the silent architect, rebuilding your body and mind every night. If you want to understand your chances of living longer, don't just count your steps or measure your pulse. Look at how you sleep. Sleep isn't just time off. It's when your body repairs tissues, strengthens your immune system, balances hormones, and clears waste from your brain. Scientific insights. Research from Harvard Medical School shows that seniors who get 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep consistently enjoy better cognitive function, lower rates of heart disease, and even longer lifespans. Fragmented or poor quality sleep, on the other hand, is linked to increased inflammation, higher blood pressure, and faster cognitive decline. Real-life story: Henry versus Bill. Henry and Bill, both 76, lived parallel lives until sleep became their fork in the road. Henry maintained a consistent bedtime, avoided screens late at night, and prioritized morning sunlight. He woke feeling energized, alert, and ready to enjoy his days. Bill, meanwhile, struggled with restless nights, late-night TV marathons, and frequent awakenings. Over time, Bill's energy dipped, his memory dulled, and his blood pressure crept upward. What seemed like just poor sleep had a cascading effect on Bill's health. Medical context: during deep sleep, stage 3, and REM sleep, your brain flushes out toxins, a critical defense against Alzheimer's and other cognitive decline. Chronic poor sleep accelerates aging at the cellular level by shortening telomeres, the protective caps on your DNA. Dr. Harper's tips to improve sleep quality: 1. Stick to a consistent sleep schedule. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even weekends. 2. Get morning sunlight. 10 to 15 minutes of sunlight within an hour of waking helps reset your circadian rhythm. 3. Power down screens. Stop using phones, tablets, and TVs at least 1 hour before bedtime. Blue light disrupts melatonin production. 4. Create a sleep sanctuary, cool, dark, and quiet. Consider blackout curtains, white noise machines, or an air purifier. 5. Mind your evenings. Avoid heavy meals, caffeine, and alcohol late in the day. 6. Develop a wind-down routine. Gentle stretches, reading a paper book, or deep breathing exercises signal your brain that it's time to rest. Warning signs to watch: taking more than 30 minutes to fall asleep, waking up multiple times during the night, feeling exhausted even after 7 to 8 hours in bed. These aren't just minor annoyances, they're signals your body is struggling to repair and recharge. Your nights lay the foundation for your days. Rest poorly, and every other system, your heart, your brain, your muscles, starts to crumble. The beautiful news? Sleep is one of the most modifiable health factors. Even at 70, 80, or beyond, changing your nighttime habits can unlock more energy, better mood, sharper memory, and stronger resilience. Because how you sleep tonight doesn't just shape tomorrow, it shapes your future for years to come. Chapter E. Algo E. If this resonates with you, comment #rested and ready below. Sleep is your secret weapon for vibrant longevity. Let's honor it together. Up next, let's explore Sign 5, your appetite and eating habits. Because what you crave says more about your future health than you might think. Sign 5, your appetite and eating habits. The silent signals of health and vitality. Your appetite isn't just about hunger. It's your body's quiet voice saying, "I'm alive. I'm thriving." At age 70 and beyond, one of the most powerful but often overlooked indicators of longevity is how you eat. Scientific insights. Studies published in journals like the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition show that steady appetite and stable weight correlate with better survival rates in older adults. Appetite loss is linked to muscle wasting, sarcopenia, immune decline, and an increased risk of hospitalization. Real-life story: Margaret versus Susan. Margaret and Susan, both 74, showcase two very different aging paths. And Margaret enjoys her meals, prepares colorful plates of fruits, vegetables, and lean proteins, and looks forward to dinnertime chats with friends. Susan, once a vibrant cook, now picks at her meals, claims she just isn't hungry, and has dropped noticeable weight over the past year. While Margaret's steady appetite reflects strong internal health, Susan's fading interest in food is an early warning her body is struggling. Medical context. Loss of appetite can signal everything from nutritional deficiencies to depression, medication side effects, or early cognitive decline. Muscle loss triggered by poor nutrition reduces strength, balance, and independence. Why it matters. When your appetite fades, your body quietly shifts to a survival mode, prioritizing essential functions but sacrificing energy, resilience, and recovery ability. But when you maintain a healthy appetite and consistent eating habits, it shows your body's systems, digestion, hormones, metabolism, and mood are still firing in harmony. Dr. Harper's tips to rekindle appetite and vitality. 1. Prioritize protein. Make sure each meal contains a good source of protein, like eggs, fish, chicken, tofu, to maintain muscle mass. 2. Make meals a social event. Eating with family or friends triggers stronger appetite signals and releases feel-good hormones like oxytocin. 3. Spice things up. Add herbs, spices, and colorful vegetables to make meals more visually and tastefully exciting. 4. Snack smart. Small, frequent snacks like yogurt, nuts, or fruit smoothies can help if big meals feel overwhelming. 5. Stay hydrated. Dehydration can dull your hunger signals. Sip water throughout the day, not just at meal times. 6. Address underlying issues. If appetite loss persists, talk to your doctor. It might relate to medications, dental issues, or gastrointestinal concerns. Warning signs that deserve attention. Consistent weight loss without trying. Feeling full after just a few bites. Meals feeling like a chore rather than a pleasure. Ignoring these signs could lead to a spiral of weakness, frailty, and increased risk of illness. Eating well after 70 isn't just about nutrition. It's about nourishing your strength, your spirit, and your future. The wonderful truth? Your relationship with food can be reignited at any age. It's never too late to fall back in love with flavors, to reconnect with the joy of nourishment, and to rebuild vitality from the inside out. Because a strong appetite doesn't just feed your body, it feeds your life's possibilities. Chapter. If this resonates with you, comment "nourished and thriving" below. Your plate is your power. Next, we'll dive into sign 6, your ability to handle stress. Because resilience isn't just an attitude, it's a predictor of how brightly you'll keep shining. Sign 6. Your ability to handle stress. The invisible shield of longevity. It's not the storm that defines your future. It's how you weather it. After 70, your resilience to stress quietly becomes one of the most powerful predictors of how well and how long you'll live. Scientific insights. Research from the Journal of Psychosomatic Research shows that seniors who manage stress well have lower inflammation levels, healthier hearts, and better cognitive preservation. Any chronic stress, on the other hand, is a silent saboteur, accelerating aging, weakening immunity, and raising the risk of chronic diseases like Alzheimer's, heart disease, and stroke. Real-life story. John versus Richard. John and Richard, both 76, faced similar life events: financial worries, minor health scares, family tensions. John approached challenges with a calm, measured attitude. He practiced deep breathing, stayed socially active, and didn't sweat the small stuff. His motto? One step at a time. Richard, however, let stress consume him. Sleepless nights, irritability, constant worry. The result? John maintained good health, sharp memory, and a steady energy. Richard, sadly, saw his blood pressure rise, his immune system weaken, and his energy drain away year by year. Medical context. Stress floods the body with cortisol. Over time, high cortisol levels lead to inflammation, weakened blood vessels, muscle breakdown, and impaired memory formation. Chronic stress is even associated with shorter telomeres, the protective caps at the ends of our chromosomes, a marker of accelerated aging. Why it matters. Handling stress isn't about avoiding challenges. It's about training your body and mind to recover, to return to balance after the inevitable storms of life. People who stay emotionally flexible, who breathe, adapt, and reframe adversity, age slower and stay healthier. Dr. Harper's tools for building stress resilience. 1. Mindful breathing. 5 minutes a day of slow, deep breaths can lower cortisol dramatically. 2. Gratitude practice. Each night, write down 3 things you're grateful for. Gratitude reprograms your brain toward resilience. 3. Move your body, exercise, even simple walks, burns off stress hormones and boosts endorphins. 4. Social support. Stay connected with those who uplift you. Sharing burdens lightens them. 5. Reframe challenges. View setbacks as temporary and solvable, not permanent catastrophes. 6. Limit news consumption. Avoid constant exposure to negative news, which fuels chronic stress. 7. Rest and recharge. Prioritize rest, hobbies, and downtime. Recovery isn't a luxury, it's essential. Warning signs of poor stress management. Feeling overwhelmed by minor problems. Trouble sleeping due to racing thoughts. Frequent irritability or sadness. Physical symptoms like headaches, muscle tension, or digestive upset. These aren't signs of getting older. They're signals your inner resilience needs attention. Your ability to bend without breaking, to stand tall after life's tempests, is the true measure of strength in aging. The inspiring truth? Resilience can be learned and strengthened at any age. Every time you choose calm over chaos, gratitude over grievance, action over rumination, you're not just feeling better. You're building a body and mind that will serve you longer, stronger, and brighter. Because a calm mind isn't just peaceful, it's powerful. T. If this resonates with you, comment Harper. Calm and strong below. Resilience is your invisible armor against the wear and tear of time. Sign 7. Your mental sharpness, the lighthouse of your longevity. Memory is not just about the past. It's a beacon lighting your way forward. After 70, your mind's clarity and agility become some of the most powerful signs predicting not just how long you will live, but how well you will live. Scientific insights. Research from the Lancet Neurology shows that maintaining cognitive sharpness reduces risks of mortality and major health events. Cognitive resilience protects against dementia, depression, falls, and even cardiovascular disease. Real-life story. Linda vs. Charles. Linda and Charles, both 72, highlight how mental sharpness impacts vitality. Linda manages her family's finances, solves crossword puzzles daily, learns new recipes, and engages in lively conversations at her book club. Charles, meanwhile, started forgetting appointments, struggled recalling names, and found himself withdrawing from social activities. While Linda's active mind fuels her vibrant lifestyle, Charles' cognitive decline not only dimmed his memory, it sapped his energy, independence, and zest for life. Medical context. Cognitive decline isn't just about memory. It affects decision-making, emotional regulation, balance, and even immune health. According to the Journal of Alzheimer's Disease, even mild cognitive impairment significantly raises risks of hospitalization, disability, and reduced lifespan. Why it matters. Mental sharpness acts like a command center for your health. When your brain remains active and connected, it improves balance and coordination, reducing fall risks, enhances emotional resilience, supports hormonal balance and immune function, protects your sense of purpose, engagement, and identity. In short, a sharp mind extends not only your years but your joys. Dr. Harper's blueprint for mental vitality. 1. Never stop learning. Read, take classes, learn new skills. Neuroplasticity, your brain's ability to adapt, remains alive well into your 90s. 2. Social engagement. Conversation is a cognitive workout. Laugh, debate, share stories often. 3. Brain-healthy diet. Omega-3s like salmon and walnuts, leafy greens and berries protect and nourish brain cells. 4. Move your body. Exercise increases blood flow to the brain, boosting memory and focus. 5. Quality sleep. During deep sleep, your brain cleans itself, clearing toxins that could otherwise impair memory. 6. Manage stress. Chronic stress shrinks the hippocampus, your brain's memory center. 7. Stay curious. Curiosity keeps your brain young. Ask questions, explore hobbies, stay inquisitive. Warning signs to watch for: forgetting familiar names, places, or appointments, struggling with routine tasks like managing finances, feeling increasingly withdrawn or apathetic, difficulty concentrating or finding words. These changes deserve attention. Early action can slow or even reverse cognitive decline. Your mind is your most powerful muscle. Keep flexing it, and it will keep carrying you forward. The empowering truth: your brain, like your muscles, thrives on use. Every puzzle you solve, every story you tell, every new thing you learn, you're literally stretching your mind's lifespan. So if your mental sharpness remains intact, celebrate it. And if you notice signs of slowing, remember, it's not a verdict, it's a signal. One that says, feed me, challenge me, love me. Because a bright, resilient mind doesn't just remember the past, it creates a vibrant, connected future. Chapter. If this message resonates with you, comment #bright mind, bright life below. Your thoughts are your treasures. Keep them shining. Sign 8. Your social connections. The secret life force behind longevity. Loneliness shrinks the soul. Connection expands it. After 70, the strength of your social ties becomes one of the most potent predictors of not just how long you live, but how fully you live. Scientific insights. Studies from Harvard Health and the Journal of Aging and Health consistently show that strong social bonds reduce risks of heart disease, depression, dementia, and even early mortality. In fact, loneliness has been found to be as detrimental to health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Real-life story. Evelyn versus Barbara. Evelyn and Barbara, both 78, took very different paths in their golden years. Evelyn stayed connected. Sunday calls with her sister, weekly knitting groups, chats with neighbors during walks. Barbara, by contrast, gradually withdrew after retirement. Family visits became rare. Friends drifted away. Evelyn's laughter-filled conversations kept her spirit high and her mind sharp. Barbara's isolation, sadly, contributed to declining mood, cognitive slippage, and worsening physical health. Medical context. Social interaction stimulates the release of oxytocin, the bonding hormone, which reduces inflammation, boosts heart health, and enhances immune function. Frequent social engagement improves memory, sharpens thinking, and lifts emotional resilience. Why it matters. Connection is more than emotional comfort. It's physiological nourishment. When you engage meaningfully with others, your stress hormones decrease, blood pressure stabilizes, immune system strengthens, brain lights up with activity and joy. In short, relationships are medicine. Dr. Harper's prescription for lasting connections. 1. Nurture old friendships. Reconnect with people who knew you when. Shared history builds deep emotional security. 2. Make new friends. Join clubs, take classes, volunteer. It's never too late to expand your circle. 3. Prioritize quality over quantity. A few meaningful connections are more powerful than many shallow ones. 4. Stay consistent. Regular contact, even simple texts or short visits, keeps bonds alive. 5. Share your stories. Storytelling strengthens connections and preserves your legacy. 6. Practice empathy. Listening and caring about others' lives enriches your own. 7. Seek intergenerational bonds. Younger friends bring energy, older friends bring wisdom. Both are gifts. Warning signs of social decline. Feeling reluctant to reach out or accept invitations. Going days without meaningful conversation. Feeling invisible or disconnected even when around people. These aren't just emotional signs. They're early markers of risks to your health and vitality. The heart thrives when it beats alongside others. The beautiful truth. You don't need a massive network to thrive. A handful of trusted friends, a loving family connection, even a warm relationship with a neighbor. These threads weave a net that holds you up when life shakes. If you already have strong connections, treasure them. If you've drifted into isolation, know this: reconnection is possible at any age. A simple, "How have you been?" text, a lunch invitation, a walk shared with a neighbor. Each act rekindles vitality not just in your spirit, but in your cells, because the people we walk through life with are not just companions. They are extensions of our own strength, joy, and resilience. If this message touches your heart, comment #connected and thriving below. Your relationships are the anchors and wings of your longevity journey. Final reflections. Now that we've uncovered all 8 signs, from your steady walk to your steady friendships, take a moment to honor where you are today. Each positive sign is a promise. Each warning sign is a powerful invitation. Aging well is not about perfection. It's about staying in gentle, loving conversation with your body, mind, and spirit. At Ageless Living 365, we believe your best years aren't behind you. They are still being written by your steps, your smiles, your dreams, your connections. Thank you for sharing this journey with me, Dr. Michael Harper. Together, let's keep living boldly, brightly, and brilliantly. If you found this series valuable, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone you cherish. Your support fuels this mission to spread wisdom and vitality at every age. Until next time, stay strong, stay connected, and stay ageless.